See, if we start the topic compound interest, we have to understand what is mean by the simple interest. Simple interest means কি ছিল? That certain amount was there. Suppose we have taken a loan from তুমি, suppose 1 lakh a loan নিয়েছো, and then you have said that I will repay the loan after 2 years, and within the 2 years I will not pay any rupees. After 2 years I will pay the whole amount to you, sir. Okay. Then I have said that you have to pay 10% rate of interest. 10% rate of interest means for every rupees 100, you will pay me rupees 10 in 1 year. Okay. So if in 1 year you are paying rupees 10, so in 2 years, how much you will pay? Rupees 20 for 100 rupees. So for 100 rupees, you are paying rupees 20 in 2 years at the rate of 10% per annum. Okay. And then in that, now if you are paying 20 rupees for 100, then how much will you pay for rupees 1 lakh? That you have to calculate. Okay. That will be near to 20,000. So that is called simple interest. Cause see what I have calculated. I have calculated for rupees 100. If rupees 10 you are paying, so in 2 years you will pay 20 rupees. So only the money got doubled, or the time is multiplied with the interest, right now. But over here, compound interest is not like that. Compound interest like that, compound interest says this, that since you are taking the, since you are, you will not pay any amount in 2 years, but you have to pay your interest in every year. Otherwise, you will pay interest on interest. What I have said, the what I am just telling you, I am giving you an example. How much you have taken a loan from me? You have taken a loan of 1 lakh. Rupees 1 lakh. 1 lakh means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 zeros, correct? What I have said, if 10% is the rate of interest, it means for rupees 100, you will pay rupees 10 to me. Clear? Then in 1 year, it will be in 1 year. So in 2 year, how much you will pay? In 2 year, you will pay rupees 20. Correct? Na? So if for rupees 100, in 2 years, you are paying rupees 20, then for rupees 1 lakh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you will pay rupees 20,000 in after 2 years. Clear? এটাকে বলা হয় simple interest. And the calculation you do using the formula, we do generally using the formula by PRT by 100. PRT by 100 is the simple interest. And if you use the formula, you will get 20,000 only. That is so simple. Just put the values of principal, rate of interest, and time, you will get the interest, and that you have to pay extra along with your principal and money, the money you have taken. Clear? But compound interest কি বলছে? Okay, you are taking 1 lakh, that is fine. That is fine. That is principal amount. And rate is 10% per annum. When I am saying that per annum means every year. So you have to pay the interest in every year. So that means for 1 year, 10% means key. For rupees 100, you will pay rupees 10 in 1 year. Correct? So for rupees 1 lakh, how much will you pay? It will be rupees 10,000. It is the normal unitary method. If you calculate, you will get it. So rupees 10,000 you are paying in 1 year, correct? But after 1 year, you have said, I will not pay anything. I will pay whole amount after 2 years. So that means right now you think about that. You have taken the 1 lakh amount as a loan, and after 1 year, you have to pay rupees 10,000 as interest on your money. But you have not paid to me. That means you think carefully. This was the principal amount, right? এটা তো তোমাকে পে করতেই হতো। এটা সিম্পল ইন্টারেস্ট অফ 1 year, এটাও তোমাকে পে করতে হতো, কারেক্ট, আফটার 1 year, বাট ইউ হ্যাভ নট পেড। দ্যাট মিনস বোথ দ্য অ্যামাউন্ট আর মাইন, দুটোই আমার অ্যামাউন্ট, দ্যাট ইজ দ্যাট ইউ হ্যাভ নট পেড, যেটা তোমার কাছে আছে। ক্লিয়ার? দ্যাট মিনস what is the actual amount right now after 1 year? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 lakh. plus 10,000. How much it is? 1,10,000. Correct? So after 1 year, 1,10,000 is your new loan amount. That's why I have said A1, your new loan amount, as that 10,000, the interest that was made in, that was, you should have paid in 1 year, that you have not paid to me. Correct? Now when you calculate again, because 1 year পরে তো এতটা তোমাকে পে করতে হতো, তুমি পে করো। Now in the next year when you are calculating the same thing, so the rate of interest will be same 10% per annum. That means you have to pay rupees 10 for rupees 100. You have to pay rupees 10. That's why the rate of interest is 10%. But now we will calculate for rupees 1,10,000 how much you have to pay. If you calculate, it will be 11,000. Okay. So that means it is after 2 years. It is after 2 years, na? When 2 year will get complete, when 2 year will get completed, then this was the this was the amount that you have not paid, plus this is the new interest that is generated. So both, correct, both the thing you have to pay, that will be called as A2. A2 means amount after second year. So it will be 1,10,000 plus 11,000, and which will give you 1,21,000. That is A2. And if you want to clear your loan after the second year, then you have to pay this amount to clear all the debt. Clear of that? Now think about it. What was the principal amount over there in the beginning of the loan? When you have taken 1 lakh, right? But right now, how much you have to pay? 1,21,000. So how much extra you are paying? That is called the interest. How much extra you are paying? If you subtract it, it will be 21,000. That is called CI. That is called compound interest. Why it is called compound? Because it is actually not simple. It is, we have calculated in every year. মানে যখনই আমরা কোনো ইন্টারেস্ট কে for every certain of time, after every certain time আমরা ক্যালকুলেট করি, then it is called the compound interest. And simple interest আমরা কিন্তু সেভাবে করি না। Simple interest এ direct just আমাদের interest same থাকে, we calculate it directly, we put the time directly and we calculate for the whole time. We don't break the time to calculate the interest. But in compound interest, we break the time to calculate how much interest we have to pay. Correct? So for, and always remember, if if you are paying the interest, then for more than 2 years or for 2 year or more than 2 year, the simple interest will be always less than the compound interest. As you have seen that for the 2 year, what was the simple interest? 20,000. But for 2 years, what was the compound interest? 21,000. So which one is more? Compound interest is more. So always compound interest is more. Always you remember that CI. You have to remember this CI is always greater than equal to SI. Okay. You let all CI is always greater than SI. When n greater than equal to 2. When greater than equal to 2 means when the number of year will be 2 or more than that. For 1 year, they will be same. Clear? If it is for 1 year, then CISI will be same. Okay. So have you understood the concept of CI and SI? The thing that we have seen right now, that is called the descriptive method. What is called the descriptive method? So let's have an example. This basic calculation of descriptive method. What is given? Find CI on 1 lakh at 10% per annum for 2 years compounded yearly. Whatever I have said as an example. Now, how to approach the sum, how to frame the sum, that you have to see. What will you write for first 1 year? Principal is this, rate is 10% and time is 1 year. Why time is 1? Because it is for first year. Correct. And remember this, we always use the formula for SI to calculate the interest. Our normal SI formula use করব calculate the, to calculate the how much interest you will pay. I have written I1. Why I have written I1? I1 indicates that interest for the first year. And if you put the value of PRT, everything, you will get rupees 10,000 as I1. Clear? That I1 will be added with the principal, and it will be 11,000. This 11,000 is called A1. A1 means amount after 1 year. Now for the first year is gone. So what is your time period? Your time period is second year. So that means for second year also we have to calculate the interest, how much interest we have to pay. So for second year, I have written C, principal equal to 1,11,000. So what do you have to remember? You have to remember this. Always the principal, always the amount will always be the principal for the next year. What I have said, for every successive year, the amount for a year will be the principal for the next year. ঠিক আছে? অ্যামাউন্ট বের করলে তুমি ফার্স্ট ইয়ারে সেটাই পরের প্রিন্সিপাল হয়ে যাচ্ছে। এটা অল টাইম এটা কন্টিনিউ হবে। ঠিক আছে? এটা ইউ হ্যাভ টু রিমেম্বার দিস। রেট কি চেঞ্জ হবে? রেট চেঞ্জ হয় না কোনো সময়, রেট সেম থাকে। টাইম 1 কেন লিখেছি? কজ ফর সেকেন্ড ইয়ার মানে কি? সেকেন্ড ইয়ারের জন্য। বাট সেকেন্ড ইয়ারের ডিউরেশনটা কত? ডিউরেশন তো 1 ইয়ারই হবে। So that is why T equal to 1. Because second year এর জন্য তুমি বের করছো। But the duration of the second year তো 1 year will be. Clear? Now I will find the I2. Why I have written I2? Because it is interest for the second year. What formula you will apply? The formula will be PRT by 100 only. That is the simple thing. How much I have got? 11,000. So amount after second year will be the last principal plus the last interest that you have got right now. What is the interest? What is the principal for this year? It is 1,11,000 or 1,10,000, and 11,000 is the interest. So both will be added to get 1,21,000. Clear? So how much interest you are paying? The interest I am paying, that 1,21,000 is the final amount minus the original principal, equal to 21,000 is the compound interest you are paying. Clear? In two ways we can find the compound interest. How? The way you can see the final amount minus the original principal. Otherwise, what you can do, you can add the interest. What are the interest? This is the interest, and previous one is 10,000. These two also you can add all the interest that you have got in every year to get the CI. Because যতগুলো ইন্টারেস্ট তুমি আছে সেগুলো তুমি অ্যাড করবে না, দেন তো তুমি সিআইটা পাচ্ছ। ঠিক আছে, বুঝতে পারছো? ওকে, দেখো। So now একটু সামারাইজ করে নি what we have learned. What is meant by CI? CI means final amount minus the original principal or sum of successive interests. Number two, CI is calculated on yearly or half yearly or semi-annually, quarterly or monthly, etc. Half yearly and semi-annually is the same concept. Okay, half yearly or semi-annually, same concept. Quarterly means ki 1 quarter. It will be 12 by 4. That quarterly means 3 months. Okay, half yearly means 6 months, and yearly to yearly. So we always use the I equal to PRT by 100 to find the interest. Always we use it. Clear? Where principal will be the amount of the previous year. That means principal যেটা হবে সেটা always previous year এর amount টাই হবে। ঠিক আছে? And time will be always fixed. What I have written, time is always should be in years, whatever it is given. Suppose time in years they have not given. So for yearly we take time equal to 1. For half yearly, what will you take? Time equal to 6 by 12, that means 1 by 2. Because half yearly means 6 months. Convert into years, it will be 1 by 2 year. Clear? Quarterly means 3 months. If it is quarterly means 3 months, then in year it will be 3 by 12, that means 1 by 4. And for monthly, monthly means key. Monthly means 1 month. 1 month converted into year, it will be 1 by 12. So when we apply the formula for this, remember that again I am saying, when we are applying this formula, rate will be fixed for every time, but time will be the change. Time will be changed if you want to change that. If it is given that half yearly or quarterly, then time will be changed means ki time will be converted in years and then put it. টাইমটাকে মান্থসে কিন্তু আমরা পুট করি না, অলওয়েজ ইয়ার্সেই আমরা পুট করি, ঠিক আছে? সো দিস ইজ দ্য থিং, এটা কি কনসেপ্ট গেল, উই হ্যাভ সিন হাউ টু সলভ দিস, ঠিক আছে? দেন উই হ্যাভ সাম প্রবলেমস অলসো ওভার হিয়ার। আমি এটাকে দেখিয়ে দিচ্ছি যে এটা কি করে করতে হবে। সি দিস, প্রিন্সিপাল গিভেন হাউ মাচ, 10 lakh, right? Duration how much? Duration 2 years, clear? Rate of interest in 10%. Find the CI, compounded half yearly. What is mean by that? Find CI compounded half yearly means, it means you have to pay the interest on every half year. Previous time কি ছিল যে you are paying the interest on every year. After 1 year you have to pay the interest, but over here you have to pay the interest on every half year. So the calculation will be same. For first year it is written for first half year, প্রথম 6 মাসের জন্য। Principal আর see the time, what time I have taken, time equal to half. As it is I1 equal to PRT by 100, we have calculated, see all the values I have put over here, P, then R, then T, and then we have calculated to get the answer as 5,000. Okay. Then what is the amount? Amount means interest plus principal. If you add the interest plus principal, you are getting this. Okay. Then for second half year means again this amount will be the principal, rate will be same, time will be same. Because for next half year means ki for next half year the duration সেটা তো half year ই থাকবে। In the same manner I2 পাচ্ছ, then A2, correct? Then again করতে হবে, because how many half year you will have for 2 years? 4. First, second, third, fourth. 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, 6 months, then 2 year will get completed. So for third half year, this will be the principal, rate, time, I3, amount 3. Clear? Then this amount 3 will be the principal for the next half year, rate, time, I4, and then A4. Clear? So when you have got A4 means all the 4 parts are done. So how much CI you are paying? That will be CI equal to final amount minus original principal. The final amount we have got this thing, and the original principal we have got, we had, that is 1 lakh. So if you subtract, it is 21550.6. Is it okay? So duration 2 year. Duration was 2 year, but when the time is also get half like that, means তুমি ভালো করে ভাবো how many times you have calculated. 2 years duration আছে, but তুমি কতবার ক্যালকুলেট করেছো এখানে compound interest? 4 times. You have got 21550, correct? Now see the first one. This one, all the data are the same na? Amount same ছিল, মানে 1 lakh was the same amount, rate was same, time was also same, but compound interest আমরা কত পেয়েছিলাম? Compound interest we had got 21,000, আর এখন কত পেলাম? For the same amount we have got the compound interest as 21,550. So which one is bigger, this one or previous one? This one is bigger. So দেখো ভালো করে বোঝ, this only CI is also bigger than the CI. কখন CI টা বড়, CI compound interest টা কখন বড় হচ্ছে? CI will get bigger when you calculate too much. The 2 year span ছিল, in a 2 year of span previously we have calculated 2 times, means yearly basis. and we have got 21,000 as CI. Right now, for that 2 year, we have calculated 4 times. ওটা break করে হয়েছে। That is why we have got much rate of interest. বেশি rate of interest না, more interest. তো আমরা এখন বেশি ইন্টারেস্ট পেয়েছি। দ্যাট মিনস সবসময় মনে রাখবে সিআই মিনস ইন্টারেস্ট অন ইন্টারেস্ট। বিকজ যখনই তুই দেখ এখানে ভালো করে বুঝবি, যখনই তুই এখানে এই A1টা বের করলি, A1টা কত ছিল? 1 lakh প্লাস 10,000, 1,10,000। তো সেটাই তো প্রিন্সিপাল হয়ে গেল না? এবার এই যে I2টা ক্যালকুলেট করছো, সেই I2টা কি এই প্রিন্সিপালের উপরেই তো ক্যালকুলেশন হচ্ছে। তো এই প্রিন্সিপালটা কি এই 10,000 অ্যাড করে এসেছিল না? দ্যাট মিনস এই 10,000 এর উপরের ইন্টারেস্ট তো এখানে অ্যাড হচ্ছে। কথাটা বুঝতে পারলি কি? তো দ্যাট ইজ ওয়াই আমাদের ইন্টারেস্ট তখন বাড়বে যত যত আমরা বেশি ক্যালকুলেট করব। ফ্রিকোয়েন্সি অফ ক্যালকুলেশন যত বেশি হবে, সিআই তত বেশি হবে, ইভেন ফর আ সার্টেন টাইম পিরিয়ড অলসো। ক্লিয়ার? কোনো কোয়েশ্চেন আছে এই রেসপেক্টে?
না, পাওয়ার সেক্টর যে তুমি ওই হাফ ইয়ারলি ওয়ালা সামটা দেখালে